Hachette Audio presents The Game, Inside the Secret World of Major League Baseball's Power Brokers. Written by Jon Pessah. Read by Jeremy Arthur, with the prologue read by the author.
To Susie, and in memory of Harriet.
Prologue. The bespectacled 66-year-old man in the blue blazer, white shirt, and red tie is walking across the thin stretch of grass between the first baseline and the home team dugout. His name is Bud Selig, and it's several hours before his favorite team takes the field for batting practice. Selig usually enjoys being surrounded by people, but this quiet period before a baseball game is one of the commissioner's favorites. It's April 6, 2001, and only a few stadium workers dot the stands. He's not sure if it's the serenity of the moment, the simple beauty of the manicured field, or the sweep of the grandstand that evokes the game's past. But for a man who has a lifelong love affair with baseball, it feels like walking into a cathedral. He glances over at the pitcher's mound, his blue eyes squinting, and marvels at just how high it rises and how gosh darn close it feels to home plate. He looks beyond the mound to the green wall stretched across the sprawling outfield. Even on his best days growing up on Milwaukee's ball fields, he could never knock a ball over those fences. No, players who could do that were the gods. There's much about the game he cherishes, though maybe not as much as he did in the 70s when he was a young owner and the game seemed simpler. So much has changed, so many battles have been fought, so much blood spilled. He often finds himself thinking back to 1992, when he led the revolt against his friend Commissioner Fay Vincent, took control of the game, and saved it. The game was in chaos back then. Yes, he'd sacrificed the World Series, but it was his good judgment, his innovations, and his political skill, especially his political skill, that brought the game back to life. He's sure of that. Baseball is too important a social institution to fail. Isn't that what he's told every fan, reporter, and lawmaker ever since? If that weren't true, how had he been able to help raise billions in taxpayer money to build baseball stadiums? The game has 11 sparkling new stadiums because Selig persuaded local governments to give him what he wanted, what he needed, to keep baseball alive in their cities. Nowhere is that more true than here in Milwaukee, where the stadium closest to his heart is finally ready. In a few hours, the first pitch will be thrown at the $414 million Miller Park. There are still many in this town who bitterly resent bailing out his debt-ridden team. But even...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?